the show, TV's only source for all the stuff you care about. I am disabled at best today. My apologies. I'm Kevin Pereira. I have about this much mobility.
Okay.
It's going to be an action-packed show.
I'm Candace Bailey, and there they go. And we're coming to you live from the G4 Studios in Los Angeles.
On the show today, Chicago Code Detective Matt Lauria will join us live in studio. I want to put this out there already. If he finds anything in the green room, I want him to know in advance I have a prescription for it. It's medicine.
What would he find?
Cheetos. The kind of Cheetos you smoke. Then, I'm just saying, we have snacks in the green room. Then update your wardrobe with comic takes on some of the best nerd franchises around. From Star Wars to Angry Birds, there's something for you in today's threads.
Plus, feast your eyes on the digital storm Black Ops Enix.
Yeah!
If it's a whopping 8 gigs of RAM in case, that's under a foot long. So find out if it's worth your greenbacks in today's Gadget Prime.
Well, all right.
Okay. And gawk at some cars you'll never be able to own in rides, whips, and hoons. Kevin's favorite word is hoons, right? Is that your favorite word?
Yep.
Including the fastest 4-seater in the world and a concept car from BMW with a twin-turbo engine.
What are they doing? What are they doing?
But that's later. Right now, it's time to run down the top 5 things on the web.
All right.
You know where we're going?
Yeah, I think we're going around the net. Yeah. Yeah, and no one's a winner. That is epic. Oh my God.
The finish line was a pile of rubble. What the hell were they expecting?
That looked like a Detroit chariot race. That was incredible. Candace, I think obviously they were looking forward to a soft landing on a stack of bricks and a bunch of sheet metal. I mean,
exactly what
clearly,
they got. They're lucky they fell before.
I think I saw body parts of previous people who successfully completed the run.
Definitely.
At the end there. Wow, that was awesome.
I know.
We used to get drunk, like really, like probably felony on the streets of Venice, drunk off Jack Daniels. We'd just chug it, and then we'd push each other in shopping carts to a Yum Yum donut. That was my life from like 21 to 24.
Were there ever any accidents?
In my pants, yes, but never any that happened with a shopping cart. I'm saying, you get drunk and chat on some donuts, you're gonna make a boom boom. It's a life lesson. It's a life lesson.
Oh, Kevin. Our number 4 video.
I pooped myself, Candace, that's what I'm saying. I pooped myself.
Right now?
I mean,
I was wondering what that smell was.
I could on demand, but no.
Ew. Our number 4 video comes courtesy of the Kelly family, who you guys might remember from a little song about pee-peeing the bed.
Yeah. It's Highbrow Mondays here on Attack of the Show. In 1996, though, the Kelly family stepped up their game with a much more high-concept video. And if I may, I think the best special effects a teeny tiny budget could afford. Thank you.
I'm in love with an alien. I'm in love with her eyes. I'm in love with an alien. I'm telling you no disguise. Keep looking up, baby, for all before. Keep looking up, baby, for all before. Fell in love with an alien. Fell in love with her eyes. Fell in love with an alien. I'm telling you no disguise. Fell in love with an alien. Fell in love with her eyes. Fell in love with an alien. I'm telling you no disguise.
I don't understand why the alien has a big white wig. It doesn't look anything
It's
like
so
I would imagine an
extraterrestrial,
alien.
that's why.
It is.
That is so...
No, here's the really crazy part. The Kelly family has sold over 20 million records in Europe.
Okay, now that's insane. That proves once again, like Jerry Lewis films and the music of David Hasselhoff, Europeans love terrible soul-killing entertainment. Science. I actually not mad at the song at all. I liked it. That could have been the soundtrack to Fifth Element, and I'd have been like, all right, cool. Okay, it's 2 in the morning. I'm gonna paint a picture for you guys here.
Okay.
All right? It's 2 in the morning.
All right.
You're drunk. You're hungry.
You.
No, anybody.
Oh,
This could be you.
okay.
You're drunk, hungry, 2 a.m., and you're looking to get in a fight with somebody. There's only one place to go. Do you know where? Where? The nearest Denny's.
Okay, if you're not lucky enough to be in a Waffle House territory.
Ah, that is true.
Denny's is by far the best place for your late night hash brown fueled brawl, as today's number 3 item is about to prove. Denny's is merging with medieval times.
Oh, finally, my 6-year-old sketches are coming to life. But we got to watch that again because something amazing happened. Someone threw a chair at the girl. Okay, she caught. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Boom. She catches it in midair. She caught it in midair and then throws it back. That's incredible.
And she did it with no pants on.
No pants.
Wait,
Look at that.
how does she get pantsless like that? Like, did someone rip them off of her?
Normally,
did she take them off before the fight? Like, she took her earrings off?
Oh,
Like,
I love watching girls get ready to catfight. That is the best. Earrings, hair back, nails off. I've seen it. I've seen the nails come off. But no, I think normally the fupa covers the naughty bits, so you don't need to worry about pants in that situation.
ew, that is not appropriate attire for fighting.
No.
It's not. Now, I don't know which part is more disturbing, the violence or the fashion choices.
I think the fact that they're all eating at Denny's is the most disgusting part of that video.
Denny's isn't bad.
Given
I
the
would
choice,
eat at
IHOP or Denny's?
IHOP, but
That's IHOP. That's it.
I wouldn't turn Denny's down.
You should. It's okay to say no.
I would rather go to the Waffle House, though.
Do you actually do chicken and waffles?
No, I do the all-star meal.
What's the all-star meal?
It's like waffle with grits and bacon and eggs and toast. And it's really good.
I can see.
It's a fat-ass meal.
That it is.
But it's really good.
I lost you halfway through that explanation. I can tell you really enjoy it. That was nice. Looks like you fell in love with an alien and then came back down to earth.
Well, we don't have Waffle Houses here, but I used to dream about them. When I was living in New York, no Waffle Houses nearby. I would have dreams that I was eating at the Waffle House.
You hear that? You hear that, kids? Candace Bailey says, dare to dream.
But it was such a great
Waffle
dream.
Houses.
Oh, it was great.
I want to talk about a nightmare instead, actually. I think driverless vehicles are a nightmare. They only exist in questionable Pixar movies or Knight Rider on the Google campus, which isn't real. So I don't think they work in real life.
Case in point, this recent clip from a Richmond Hill, Ontario Walmart where a tractor got away from its operator and very slowly, I might add, caused tens of thousands of dollars of destruction. It's not like it's going that fast,
the police
people.
had an excellent solution, Candace. You put on the lights and drive in circles around it to intimidate the tractor into giving up peacefully. That's the right thing to do.
This accident is an example of everything that's wrong with superstores. They slowly wreak destruction on local economies, and we're all just helpless bystanders.
The part where the tractor smashed things, I like that part. That was really enjoyable. You know, that was fun. I mean, what you said is probably true as well, but the smashing was cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, still ahead, folks. We're gonna take a bit of a coffee break.
In Afghanistan! Stick around.
Sounds dangerous.
Today's ATN featured not one, but two shopping carts full of fail. Tell us, what did the winning team receive? Tweet us your responses at AOTS, #OMGROFLOL. If your response leaves us in stitches, we'll feature it on Friday's show.
It's good. It's good to get them riled up. A lot of people are tweeting about Operation Instant Jolt. We know you want to know what it is. We're about to get to it, folks. This is a pretty big deal. Today's number one item comes to us from the coalition forces currently fighting in Afghanistan.
The troops featured in this video miss their hometown coffee almost as much as they hate the swill that's brewed in the barracks. But they use some good old-fashioned military ingenuity to make do with what they have on hand.
Yeah. So remember this the next time you complain about grounds getting stuck in your French press.
Step 1. Adopt the firing position and make sure there's no insurgents around. Nothing up good coffee like insurgents. We're gonna take these heater bags, we're gonna heat up the water with them and make some damn coffee. Because coffee is the lifeblood of my job. Stop looking at me! Now you can use the coffee that they issue you in the beef macaroni Chinese style, or you can have people that love you and send you Starbucks via Starbucks. Not a good coffee, but still. Water is put into the thing like this. Good. Bottle is now closed. Closed. Bottle is put into the heater bag, and the boot band is put around the lid. Look for insurgents. All right, insurgents clear. Add the cream. Cream adding. You always want to shout out what you're doing so that your fire team partner knows the condition and ready state of the coffee. And now, the final product. Coffee in Afghanistan.
Wow. Now listen, we here at Attack of the Show are fueled primarily by coffee, so we sympathize with these brave soldiers.
So to do them all a solid, we decided to buy up all the instant coffee in our neighborhood and send it to the troops.
True. True. Come on out here, Uncle Sam. Come on out. If you want to get involved with helping our troops, send us the best unopened instant coffee you can afford, and on May 2nd, we're really going to ship whatever we've got to our boys abroad as part of a little something we call Operation Instant Jolt. It's a good cause. If you want to be a part of it, again, mail your instant coffee.
Actually, Kevin, those were Canadian soldiers.
Canadians, huh? Not a problem. We still send our finest quality instant brew to the U.S. and Canadian troops. They drink coffee in Canada, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. We're good.
Mail your instant coffee to 5850 West 3rd Street, number 155, Los Angeles, California, 90036. Or visit g4tv.com/coffee for all the details.
Yeah. You guys can tweet about our coffee gathering with hashtag Operation Jolt. That's good. That's Canadian right there. That is stick-to-itiveness. Yeah, he's good.
So?
Oh, and in honor of our troops, I think it's only fair that we do a shot of instant coffee, right? Just to let them know what's up.
Oof.
Cheers, Miss Bailey.
Cheers. I messed this up.
What?
Okay,
All right?
cheers.
All right, cheers. Stay safe and stay caffeinated. We've all got our obsessions, be it gaming, sci-fi, or superheroes. And to help you refresh your wardrobe, we rounded up these eccentric takes on all of your passions. First up, clear out your closet. You're gonna need room for this manly shirt of a motorcycle-riding bear, carrying a shark, with a friggin' laser beam attached to its head. Artist Ian Leno has designed a whole line of comical shirts. From this seafood platter of Admiral Akbar and Dr. Zoidberg, to these drinking teas of the Fey Whale, Pale Ale, Serenity Sake, and Lost-inspired polar beer. Cheers! However, the two coolest shirts are these weapons prints. One made entirely of video game armaments, and the other comprised of blasters from classic science fiction films. To get in on this action, swing on over to ianlano.com and grab a tee for $19. But if you're looking for an artistic take on your wardrobe, then you'll want to team up with the guys over at Society 6. There's all kinds of bizarre tees, from cats in suits and sweaters, to chainsaw astronauts, to this Banksy Angry Birds mashup. They've even got stylized caricatures of Bill Murray from The Life Aquatic and Pee Wee Herman. But the best are these irreverent takes on superheroes. They've got a Superman/Clark Kent split tee, along with a beaten down Dark Knight. Holy bloody noses! All of this art-filled awesomeness can be picked up for $22 over at society6.com. And finally, what closet would be complete without Star Wars apparel? From Vader facing down a piñata, a double Han Solo, and even the Millennium Falcon on approach to Cloud City. The guys over at Headline Shirts have got your midichlorian fix. They've even got a never-before-seen meet and greet between the King, Elvis, and the Sith Lord himself, Vader. There are also variations on other popular films like Ghostbusters, Top Gun, and Pulp Fiction, along with tees satirizing Captain America and Dave Chappelle's Rick James. If you're looking for your geek movie fix, then swing by headlineshirts.net and grab a tee for $20. So there you go. Video games, Star Wars, Bill Murray. Hey, we've all got our geek loves, and luckily, there's always a tee to show it off.
Yeah! Right now it's time for more, huh?
I still have instant coffee in my tea.
I know, I do too. Right here in the back.
Not good at all.
It's time for more fun with gaming PCs.
Here comes Gadget Prone! That monster of a gaming PC sitting underneath your desk? Well, it's about to meet its stronger, skinnier little brother. Digital Storm's Black Ops Enix. Sporting an Intel Core i7 processor, 8 gigs of RAM, and NVIDIA's GTX 560 Ti video card, it's ready for state-of-the-art gaming. What's even more amazing is that it's packed inside a vertically cooled case less than a foot long. So find out if size matters, starting at $1,100.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've never seen a computer quite like this. It's about a foot and a half high. It's less than a foot long, only 9 inches thick. So do you like the taller than normal design?
Yeah, look, I'm the guy that uses his computer tower as a footrest. I don't need my computer to have a crazy design.
So you don't need it all fancy schmancy?
No, I don't. And so with that said, this looks totally nice. It looks really fine. It's a simple design. The red accents don't bother me. Most of the connections and the hot swappable hard drive are on the top, which I like. It should make them easier to actually get to instead of reaching behind and trying to blindly feel your way around.
But is it easy to get into the case and start tweaking stuff?
Funny you should ask. I'm going to demonstrate it right now.
Oh, please do.
All right, so here's the thing. There's no screws on, I mean, there are screws on the tower, but in order to get inside, you really just lift up on the panels
Really? Okay,
and
I'm
pull
gonna
them
see
off.
if that's really that easy.
That's it. Yeah, go ahead. Give it a little rip.
Oh, it is.
And so, as you can see, well, here's the thing. On the back side of the motherboard, we got the hard drives all laid out. It's totally fine to touch a computer like this when you're not grounded and it's running, right? And then on the other side here, they've just voided some warranty. You got the fans, graphics card, everything else. So it is really easy to get inside of it.
Let's stick that back on there. I like it better like that. Now, is there enough room inside to add parts?
Yeah, for the most part, there is. The nice thing about having a tall case is that really huge video cards, like that one right there, that hand is pointing at, will fit just fine. Other things like the RAM are a little hard to get to because of that diagonal fan there. The drives may require some cabling since they're on the other side of the dividing wall. But overall, you will be able to get into this machine and expand it.
Well, how does it compare to the other PCs we rated from last week?
It's only okay. Just okay. The gaming benchmark scored lower than we expected, especially since it has a lot of really fast components. That was a little on the disappointing side. Games, though, like current games that are out now that you can totally pirate, they work well. Just like the other two PCs we reviewed this week, we had no trouble maxing out all the settings and playing for hours. But again, because the 3D benchmarks were a little slower, that means in terms of a future-proof design, this machine might start lagging in a few. We do want to note that our productivity benchmark scored much higher on this than any other machine in the roundup. So for you Excel fans, this is it. Churning through it.
Now, this is also the most expensive machine of gaming PC roundup at $2,567. So what's the verdict?
You're paying a lot for the incredibly unique design. Again, I love the design, but you are paying a premium, and because of that,
I do love the red.
Yeah, it's a nice accent, and being able to get in there without screws is nice, but it's a 3 out of 5. Had this thing been a little faster or a little cheaper, we would have absolutely bumped it up to a 4. But regardless, it's still a good gaming PC that some people would not be disappointed with.
So for all those keeping score at home, here are the results of our gaming PC roundup.
All right, here we go. Falcon. Northwest. They came strong out of the gate with their frag box. It's the fastest of the roundup, so kudo to them. Puget Systems had their incredibly silent, incredibly affordable rig on Wednesday, and today's Digital Storm Black Ops machine, it was good, but it didn't quite live up to our expectations. That is the old roundup here on Attack.
All right, well, that's it for today's Gadget Prawn. But if you guys have a gadget you'd like to see us rate, email us at gadgetprawn@g4tv.com.
All right, still ahead, Sarah Underwood is here to bring you the feed and the latest news on Steve Jobs. And the Attack of the Show viewer army puts on pointy ears and go behind the scenes of the fan-made ElfQuest trailer.
And later, Matt Lauria from Friday Night Lights in Chicago Co. will join us live in studio.
That's
Stick
nice.
around.
Okay.
Don't go anywhere.
What happens next?
This bro's about to shred some rails on his water skateboard. Woo! So what happens next? Does he lose the board and land on his nuts? Does he miss and smash his face into the rail? Or does he grind the first few feet but then fall backwards onto his spine? Find out when we return. And I'm late for dinner.
Dinner?
Do you want to go to dinner?
No.
I mean, it sounds like you're trying to invite yourself to dinner.
No, that's the opposite of what I'm trying to do.
Okay, well,
No, I mean, if you want me to come. What happens next?
this bro's about to shred some rails on his water skateboard. Woo! So what happens next? Does he lose the board and land on his nuts? Does he miss and smash his face into the rail? Or does he grind the first few feet but then fall backwards onto his spine? Ah, brah, that's why sports are bad for your health. And your balls.
Well done, sir.
Friend of AOTS, Taryn Southern, recently teamed up with some of her buddies to create a fan tribute to the sexed-up 80s graphics novel series, ElfQuest.
That means exactly what you're hoping. Boobs and pointy ears. in
Yes!
today's
Yes! Boobs.
Hey, Attack of the Show, Taryn Southern here at a secret location in Los Angeles where a big group of my friends have gotten together to film a very special fan trailer for ElfQuest. If you haven't heard of ElfQuest, it's a series of graphic novels set in a fantasy world populated by elves. Speaking of which, we have quite a few hot little elves running around here, so let's get started, shall we?
Paula and I have been fans of ElfQuest since we were 8 years old, and we grew up loving the comic. And thanks to Twitter, we found out that we both loved it and decided that it was time to have a fan celebration of the project. 30 years of ElfQuest fans who have come out to support us. They've been itching to see something, and we raised our goal of 5,000 in 48 hours and over 7,000 in a week. Thrilled to know we have so many talented actresses in the new media space.
I played Nightfall. She's like a knight. She'll defend her tribe. This whole weekend has been so fun. A little cold. Elves don't dress warmly, but I'm so happy with how it's turning out.
Hi, I'm Shanra Wakefield. I get to play an elf called Clearbrook. She's an older, wiser elf who kind of takes care of everybody else.
I am Jessica Rose, and I am playing Aurori. I had never read the comic, but I just love all the sci-fi, fantasy genres.
Hey, I'm Taryn O'Neill. I actually play Kavi. She's the badass warrior elf of the world. She's the chiefess of the Go-Backs. And she's feisty, and she's a warrior, and she likes weapons. I've just been running and jumping and doing battle cries and pulling spears out of the ground.
I played a character, Timaine, which is the eldest of the elves and has the ability to transform from wolf into elf. And in the last scene we just shot, I'm transforming back into my elf form, and it's very painful. So that's it for our ElfQuest fan imagining shoot. I hope that you guys loved the trailer as much as we loved making it. Thank you so much to G4 for making me an honorary member of your viewer army. I'm Taryn Southern, signing off.
Boobs. Sorry, thank you, Taryn. You guys can check out the entire clip, and you should, at ElfQuestFanTrailer.com.
BYO pointy ears.
Good to know. All right, now let's get some his info up in this hizzy. What?
What?
I read it on a bus stop. I don't know. I don't know what. I really don't know what it means. But
Okay.
Sarah's standing over there. I
Here's
figured
Sarah!
she has something to do with her.
Thanks, guys. Right now it is time to start the feed.
All the news you need to know.
It's Monday, April 11th, and here are your top stories. The Steve Jobs biography is on the way. Are we excited about that? Yeah? Okay. The Apple Mastermind has agreed to let author Walter Isaacson, who wrote bios for Einstein and Benjamin Franklin, to write his official life story due out in 2012. Apparently, Isaacson has been granted unprecedented access to the Silicon Valley CEO, and publisher Simon & Schuster said he's one of the few authors who will be able to tell the tale of the, quote, revolutionary genius. No word yet on whether collector's editions of the book will come wrapped in a black turtleneck. Notorious iPhone and PlayStation jailbreaker George Geo Hotz has finally settled his legal dispute with Sony. In a statement from Sony Computer Entertainment America, legal brass said Hotz has consented to a permanent injunction. That means he has to stop releasing any more information about his PS3 jailbreak. There are no further details regarding the conditions of the settlement, but bear in mind that Hotz's material has already circulated everywhere on the web, so it's going to be kind of hard to put the genie back in the bottle, right? Elsewhere in the world of tech litigation, a U.S. appeals court is telling the Winklevoss twins to take their $65 million and be happy about it. Right? The legal dispute alleged that Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg stole the idea from his site from the twins and was the basis for last year's Oscar-winning film The Social Network. But today a judge ruled that the brothers' initial settlement still stands. The judge said, quote, the Winklevosses are not the first parties bested by a competitor who then seek to gain through litigation what they were unable to achieve in the marketplace. Ouch! In other words, point Zuckerberg. Yeah. And finally, this is my favorite story of the day. An Oklahoma man wants to build a giant functioning AT-AT. Yes! The man has launched AT-AT for America, a campaign to unite nerds across the United States to build a life-size Imperial Walker that can actually freaking walk. Yes! His ultimate hope is that different regions will manufacture individual parts and later assemble the behemoth. He's accepting donations via PayPal and Kickstarter, and also applications for construction volunteers. So if anyone is taking a semester off from Caltech or MIT, maybe you could help this guy build a giant Imperial death machine. That is so cool. I'm Sarah Underwood, and you've just been fed. Now back to the lovely Candace and Kevin.
Thank you so much.
In Britain, everyone's getting their knickers in a knot about Prince William's upcoming royal wedding.
Yes, and speaking of monarchies, here are some fancy cars that only monarchs can afford.
Now that spring's here, it's time to melt the snow off the road with a few of the hottest rides to hit the pavement. First on deck, the Porsche Panamera series is getting an upgrade with the 2011 Panamera Turbo S. Building off of the success of the Panamera Turbo, the Turbo S was designed to be more powerful and faster than its predecessor. For starters, it runs on a 550 horsepower V8 engine, which has 50 more horses than the Panamera Turbo. With its twin turbochargers and 553 pound-feet of torque, the extra oomph lets this sports car rocket off the line from 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds and tops out at 190 miles per hour. For those that can't wait to get behind the wheel, the Porsche Panamera Turbo S is making an appearance at the New York Auto Show next month and will be available later this spring with an estimated starting price of $173,000. Next up, BMW is giving us a sneak peek of their newest sports sedan at this month's Shanghai Motor Show with the Concept M5. Although details are scarce, we know that this is going to be one fast ride. The new M5 is said to house a 4.4-liter V8 engine with over 570 horsepower and will run on BMW's M Twin Power turbo technology. This Beamer has a lightweight aluminum chassis and uses a 7-speed double-clutch gearbox to speed from 0 to 60 in about 4.4 seconds and tops out at 188 miles per hour. There's no pricing info yet, but hopefully we'll find out when the BMW Concept M5 makes its second appearance at the Frankfurt Auto Show in September. And finally, Italian manufacturer Ferrari is rolling out a family car with the Ferrari FF. Short for Ferrari 4, the FF is a 4-passenger, all-wheel drive sports car that was first revealed at the Geneva Motor Show last month. But don't let Ferrari fool you. The FF has plenty of muscle under the hood. It runs on a 6.3-liter V12 engine with 651 horsepower. With 504 pound-feet of torque, the FF sprints from 0 to 60 in 3.7 seconds and has a top speed of 208 miles per hour, making this the fastest 4-seater in the world. With its low center of gravity and 4-wheel drive, Ferrari boasts that the FF can handle all types of terrain, which is perfect for snowdrifting with the kids in the back. For the family man who loves to race, you can purchase your own Ferrari FF for about $300 grand when it rolls out for production in 2012. So if you've got the cash to burn, or don't mind pulling off a Grand Theft Auto, then there are plenty of rides that will help quench your need for speed. Have I got a question for you?
Have you?
I do.
Oh, okay. I thought that was the question, yes.
No, I have a question. Would you buy a Ferrari if you won the lottery?
Nope, I would not. I would buy G4 if I won the lottery.
Oh.
And I would rule it with an iron fist. And I would bring back the Snorks.
You know, speaking of G4,
What?
American Ninja Warrior is returning for season 3.
Oh, sweet. Well, I'm glad I own the network. And if you think you can be the first American to achieve total victory, then head on down to Venice Beach, California on May 16th and 17th to compete in our revamped test course.
10 Americans will earn the right to compete on the toughest obstacle course on the planet at Mount Midoriyama. Yeah! And you could be one of them.
Head on over to g4tv.com/ANW casting for more info.
Stay tuned. Matt Lauria from Chicago Code will join us in the studio right after this.
What is he? Is he dabbling in some makeup?
I think so.
It's really nice. Great highlights.
This portion of Attack of the Show is brought to you by Dentyne. The Safe Breath Alliance endorses Dentyne. Practice safe breath. Nothing but lint in your pockets? Not a problem. We've got your ticket to 3 new music tracks that are free and legal right here. First up is Das Racist, a Brooklyn-based rap trio known for the humorous take on unconventional hip-hop.
Drinking beer, probably drinking some more beer.
Amidst 2 free mixtapes respectively titled Shut Up Dude and Sit Down Man, we dug up this worldly gem of a song called Eek Shanish.
Why we at the candy store for? Why we at the Mandy Moore tour?
Expect a debut LP from Das Racist this spring by the name of Relax. Next, check out the English indie pop favorite, The XX.
I'll take you in pieces, we can take it all apart.
Fusing new wave soul with deep synths and charming vocals, the band released their debut LP last year. But now they're offering up this free Sam Fair remix of the track, Basic Space, for just signing up to their newsletter. But if neither hype men nor remixes are your thing, then you need to let in the Holy Ghost. Hot off their tour with label mates Chromeo, Holy Ghost is also an electronic duo with a similar objective: bring disco back. And they're not slacking either. The infectious banger I Will Come Back is available for free, courtesy of Green Label Sound. All 3 songs are gifts from the artist to you. So what are you waiting for? Get online and grab some free beats.
Fail. You're dead. Major fail. Fail. Fail, 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 fail. You lose.
Fighting corruption in Chicago is a full-time job. job? Just ask this guy.
So that's one way to beat the heat, huh? Look, self-inflicted's not my thing. If the body snatchers come down and take him to the ME.
You know what I read? On the way down, a lot of these guys are thinking, like, why am I doing this? I'm making a huge mistake.
Not now. I'll never see the Cubbies win a World Series, and we were so close.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, well, if my team had won a series in the last century, I'd be pretty depressed, too.
You know what? You talk a lot. Cubs are playing the Sox tonight.
Oh, I am well aware of the schedule, my friend.
Little wager, maybe?
Joining me now, Matt Lauria.
Hey guys.
Welcome.
Before we begin, I feel like it's only fitting if I got.
Really? I don't know if you want to do that.
No, I got to get on the same playing field.
Okay. Well,
No, it looks great.
I'm wired right now,
Okay,
so
mine's,
you can
well,
be
mine's
right
decaf.
there with me.
See, I prepped.
Oh,
I got the decaf.
Is this yours?
I'm gonna come out my nose.
You might want that.
Did you guys swallow this?
No, I spit mine out.
Oh.
Why do you think I warned you that you didn't want to do it?
Well, I'm like halfway through it already.
Just use that as a spit.
No way.
Wow. Well done, sir. You're not even gonna drink your water?
That was really tasty.
You're
Anyways,
crazy.
okay, so here we are. We're on the same level now. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, all right, except you're decaffeinated.
What
and
were we
I'm
talking
caffeinated.
about?
What we were about to start talking about is Chicago Code, obviously filmed in Chicago. Friday Night Lights filmed in Texas. So
Right.
do you find yourself immersing yourself in these cities that your shows take place?
I can't talk.
It's all gritty in the back, right? Are you sure you wanted to do that?
No, it's all good. So, no, it's just like getting beat up in 8th grade and like having your face shoved in the sand pit. Because what was I doing like playing in the sand pit in 8th grade anyway? Maybe that's why I got beat up.
I had recess in 8th grade too.
All right.
But I wasn't playing in the sand pit.
You asked me something that wasn't coffee related.
Yeah. Do you immerse yourself into these different
Oh
cities?
yeah. I think you know, for an actor, shooting on location is a huge is a huge advantage because you know, it gives you a chance to, like you said, to sort of immerse yourself in the social, cultural sort of you know, idiosyncrasies of one specific place, and that gets you. You know, you can sort of get used to the rhythm of it, or get used to, I don't know, everything from the culture to the weather to.
Now, how do you do that? Do you go to, like in Chicago, when you're there, do you go to different games, or do you how do you
can,
interact with the people, and how do you?
Well, you know, first of all, the best place to go is the Teamsters, because the Teamsters are like, you know, definitely from the place and have the thickest, most over-the-top, amazing accents.
Yeah.
And then if you and I would like sort of pose it. I'd be like, ever so gently, we'd be talking about the weather, whatever, and I'd be like, so. What do you think of the Cubbies? You know, and they'd be like, you know, they'd either be like, oh, I love them, or they'd, you know, like pull over and tell you to get out. But
You want to fight?
yeah, but it gives you a really true sense of, and I think that if you're pent up in a studio in Hollywood, then you don't really get the same, you know,
Oh yeah.
taste of it, you know.
Definitely. Now you play a cop in the show, so did you have to go through a lot of cop training?
Yeah, we did. We had this we went through tactical training, and there's this crazy guy who is like ex-army, Navy SEAL, I think like ex-bitten like my babysitter or whatever, and he's like, I'm just thinking like the scariest, toughest things I've encountered, and so we went into this back warehouse with a big screen on the wall, and we had these laser guns they felt like real guns, and it was sort of a choose your own adventure, and the ladies were like, ma'am, take the hands out of the and you're like, I warned you, and it's like, and if you give the right commands or whatever, then the little guy, the Marine guy or whatever, would hit the button and change it. You know, so
that must be so much fun.
it was super fun. And you're trying to one up the other people. You're like, guys, you shouldn't have shot her. Yeah, head kill. She was innocent, Todd. You know, but
Now you must have such a new respect for cops.
yeah, totally. All joking aside, they're just so brave and
And they actually work on the show with you, right?
yeah, we've had over 100 real CPD be background actors, or when we're breaking through doors, they're there with us with a battering ram, and so not only do you see them really doing their jobs the way they do it, but you also get to kind of bust balls with them and find out that cop culture and how they interact with one another. And these cops, I've heard so many stories of crazy things going down, and then them just running right at the action blindly, no idea what's going on, and the rest of us would just be totally freaked and scared. So they're really brave.
So y'all are like ducking under cover and they're running for it.
Yeah, totally.
That's
Yeah, pretty
awesome.
much.
Now, you're so busy, you have Chicago Code and also Friday Night Lights, which it's returning this week, right? Friday Night Lights? Returning this week?
Yeah, it's so thanks. That's my
I don't know what
agent.
just happened.
My agent is.
Was this basketball?
Yeah. So nothing.
Well, congratulations on being super, super busy. Friday Night Lights returns this week. We've got Chicago Code. Thank you so much for joining us.
thank
You are
you
such
very
a
much.
joy to have on the show. And thanks for getting with us and taking the
got
coffee
it, of
shop. Now let's go back to Kevin.
Okay, so apparently if you're a criminal in Chicago, just wait till they're filming an episode because hundreds of uniformed cops will be busy on set. I love it. Chances are good. Hey, if you're a budding filmmaker of the non-porny variety, you'll probably want to enter the External Film Festival presented by Bing. Send in your 2-minute horror, romance, or action film, and you could win over $10,000. That's cash and prizes, folks. Visit extranormal.com/Bing by April 14th for rules and to enter. Now, the winning video will be announced on April 26th, and it'll air on G4 as well. So it's a big deal. Get to there, get it going, but still ahead, more Attack. So that's positive, right? Stay there.
Last week on the show, we were giving away a Falcon Northwest frag box signed by me and Kevin. And the winner is Demetrius L. of Blue Island, Illinois. Congratulations, and keep watching Attack of the Show for more epic giveaways.
Wolverine, you're
Coming up tomorrow on an all-new Attack of the Show. SNL alum Casey Wilson will be live in studio with her new show, Happy Endings. Then it's the explosive climax of Bustus, when our superheroine comes face-to-face with her nemesis, General Jiggler. And Chris Gore rates new discs, including Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1 and Bloody Viking epic Valhalla Rising on DVD Day. See it tomorrow.
That was a bloody Viking epic, right?
Viking, yes.
Viking.
Not what it sounded like.
Just making sure. Time to hand out some thank yous, folks. I love this part of the show. First of all, thanks to Matt Lauria. Amazing guest, amazing coffee chugger, beautiful fadeaway. And thanks to Sarah Underwood for being the wind beneath my feathery wings and elevating me.
I think you guys should stick around because Cop starts right now. I just look like I was looking at my boobs.
Yeah, why are you looking at your boobs?